Yo, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Apex Brotherhood live stream. My name's Richard, and I'm going to be your host for today. Will is running a bit late today. He has a meeting, but he will be in a little bit later. We'll see. Let's hope that this doesn't become a bit of a habit for him, being late. All right, guys, let's have a quick little disclaimer, and then we'll get straight into the markets. There we go. Let's get some music up. There we go. All right. Bit frazzled this morning. Didn't sleep all that well. I got absolutely assaulted by mosquitoes. I think you can probably see over here. I got absolutely destroyed by mosquitoes last night. We've had some heavy rain, and being summer as well, heavy rain along with summer times usually equates to mosquitoes. So I got really annoyed by mosquitoes last night, so I struggled to sleep, like a good night's rest properly. Woke up this morning feeling a little, just a little annoyed, wrong side of the bed, didn't sleep all that well, a little bit irritated, but it is what it is. We can't just go about complaining the whole day, so what we're going to do is we're just going to forget about all of that. I got some anti-itching cream, so topical cream, which I put up over here. So the itching has subsided, which is nice. Yeah. All right. I don't have a trade going. I was going to trade immediately when I got to the charts this morning, because things looked pretty good, but I wasn't all too convinced, let's rather say, that we were going to have upward action on either one of the two, on GU and EU. The thing is, if I have a look at GU for argument's sake, last week Friday was a weird day, because we had the CME crash that basically resulted in all of the indices, the stocks, the bonds, all of that stuff just being absolutely non-existent for us. So there was no future pricing for all of these assets to really get their pricings from. So last week Friday was like a weird day, and when we eventually started having when the CME servers started like booting up again and we started getting some action, there were some weird price movements and just overall just Friday weirdness. Now coming to Monday, we've had effectively the high end of last week Friday, which is this section over here, that basically got tested. This is on the 5 minute. That got tested this morning already, and then it got retested again. And the reactions that we had from it was a little bit more volumetric than, for argument's sake, the reaction that we had leading into it. So last week Friday, price moved volumetrically into this point. This is GU, by the way. Price then during the New York session kind of dwindled away, attempted to retest it, and then started falling away. This morning, Mondays being one of those, like, I always wait to see what London Open does, because there's usually trades that sit in wait for whatever action happened over the weekend. So one test this morning just before Tokyo, second test during Tokyo, and then we kind of like dwindled down. But where we tested is the last time we started pushing up before, or the last time we tried to push lower before volumetrically pushing up, which is this area over here. When we entered it this morning, the reaction to me was not that great. If you just zoom in a little bit, you'll see, let me just switch off this as well, because that is annoying. When price started coming lower, it started slowing down ever so slightly, and then started making larger wicks than the bodies in like in this case, this specific candle over here, you had a very small body but a very large wick, and then that was followed up by a body that had not equidistant, like equal-sized wicks above and below it, which is generally a sign of like indecision. It's like, I don't quite know what I want to do here. Now, coming into this area, I would want price to slow down and then show that, yes, it wants to move up. I don't want a candle like this, which shows indecision. It was then followed by a nice volumetric candle, another one, and then eventually 2 base candles and then a rally. But something was off about this. I don't quite know what it was that seemed off about it, but if I decided to enter over here as an example, I would have gotten knocked out like on this candle. And not that I'm trying to trade in hindsight, but the idea is just that the volume that was happening here seemed fine, but there was just something about the reaction off of this point down here that I wasn't all that happy with. It's the wrong kind of slowing of momentum and then a push up. Even though we did have this area over here where we had a very nice reaction off of it, I thought there is the potential for us to come and retest this zone, and then we'll see from there. Because this movement over here just didn't scream, I want to push up higher. Especially if you consider that this area over here had some slight consolidation. Even though we're pushing a little bit lower, it's trying to push up, it fails, it tries to push down, and then it volumetrically starts pushing lower. So my expectation was that we were going to disrespect and break through, just based on this last section down here, especially since we had establishment, test, 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 triple test, and neither one of them broke through. So the expectation was that we might come and test and then see how we react and then push through. So GU, I decided to just sit out for now and wait to see what London is doing. London obviously provides more, or London session obviously provides more volatility, it provides more volume, it provides a little bit more clarity. There's more market participants during the London session than there is during the Tokyo session. And then just in terms of market cap, it just seemed, let's wait on Monday. EU, the same thing. EU had more of a clear decision for me. If this was the point yesterday or Friday where price tried to push higher from, we didn't really have a retest. It didn't once even come close to it. So I have to take the most recent low point, which was the low of Tokyo, which was over here, which we had a very nice reaction of. So in this case, if you see this price pushing lower, it's already higher than last week Friday's price. So it gives you the idea that it wants to push higher already. It's coming down. It's not breaking into the low points of last week Friday either. So if I were to be on the daily, you'll see that if this is the low of last week Friday, we're so far from it. We're massive distance, and we're showing the potential of wanting to push higher. So if I go down to the 4 hourly, it's during the Tokyo session, but it's also on the hourly. We had this big wick above, but then a failure to push lower, and then it starts pushing up higher. So Euro just seemed more convincing in its want to potentially push higher. It had already taken last week Friday's high convincingly. When it retraced, it barely went lower than the daily low or the daily open, let's rather say. Started to show a little bit of upward trending momentum, but not a lot of momentum. Started pushing back lower again, making a higher low, and then volumetrically started pushing up. So the idea here would have been the same as I normally would have. I would have waited for price to break a swing point, which was the most recent one was over there. And I would have then waited for a rally-based rally, which this candle over here would have been the entry point. However, being Monday, being the fact that on the weekend there is the potential for trades that are waiting. They're in limbo. They're waiting for reaction. Maybe there was news over the weekend, or there was some macroeconomic or geopolitical news that came out or something like that, then generally on a Monday you'll wait for each session to open up to see kind of like how it wants to react. So in this case, patience. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting to see what what London is going to give us with regards to that. Right, I'm going to say hello to whomever is in chat at the moment. First of all, we've got MGN. Good morning, MGN. How are you this morning? We've got Bobby Fisher. Good morning, Bobby. How are you, my friend? Yo, nice hair. Yeah, I'm going to go and cut my hair later, so I decided I'll give it a bit of a wash. So just after the stream, I'm going to go and have my hair cut. I wanted to do it last week Friday, but last week Friday, I was lazy. Just straight up lazy. Oh, look who's arrived. Yo,
what's good?
What's up, bro? I saw your posts for your new office. Looks good.
Oh yeah, what do you reckon? In fact, hang on a minute. What do you think? Yeah. I've hung a load of stuff up. So I've got my boxing trophy, my watches, my watch winder, a couple of photos of me in CC. I got where I've been: Rome, Greece, Paris. Got the globe going on. So got my books up there. Got a couple of plants for the aesthetic. Got my Rolly watch up there, a clock. So yeah, man, it's. Plus, I got the LEDs. So it's
smart man.
Yeah, so
I see you've decided to take a page out of everybody's book and just spruce up your streaming setup a little bit.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I know, pretty much, mate. I said to you, and I was like, my office is looking rather tired, and he goes, "Yeah, man, it literally looks like you're in like a prison cell." I'm like, "It does a bit, doesn't it?" And he's like, "Yeah, it looks a bit crap." He's like, "You need to sort it out." And I was like, yeah, fair. I do need to sort it out. So I did. I went shopping. Me and Cece went shopping yesterday afternoon. And then, yeah. Took me all afternoon. It took me hours, man. It took me hours to do. But yeah, I'm gassed.
Good, mate. I like it. I really do like it.
I appreciate that. Also, like, for poker nights. Yeah. Yeah.
Why red?
I don't know. Funny, innit?
Funny, innit?
I like it.
Red is losing, mate. Blue is winning.
Oh, we got this. Hang on. Oh.
If it's going to flash multiple colors, mate.
It is going to flash multiple colors.
Yeah.
At some point. Nah, it's not going to flash. I just can't be asked. I think my controller battery's on its way out. I've had these LEDs.
You've had it since yesterday. How's the controller battery already flat?
Oh, no, not this I haven't. This I've had for years, probably about a decade, mate.
But you've never used it?
Just never used it.
Well, in that case, I guess...
Yeah, I had it in my snake tank at one point.
Just to light up your snake tank?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I had it around the perimeter of the inside of my snake tank.
Yeah, just to keep your snake awake. Yeah. Because it can't blink its eyes. So
yeah, it can't blink its eyes. May as well stay awake, innit?
Stay awake forever, mate. Is that why it's not anymore? Is that why your snake doesn't exist anymore?
I've still got my snake. I fed it yesterday. No, day before.
What snake have you got?
Carolina corn snake.
Oh, corn snake. Okay, cool.
Yes. Yeah, I wanted a Burmese python, but the minute I went in, it had been sold. I was like, oh, that's disappointing.
Burmese pythons get very large, mate.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they get very large. They're stunning, though. One of my favourite snakes. Either that or a hog-nosed python. It's basically a Burmese python, but the nose is like that. So.
Yeah, we've got the African rock pythons over here. They are massive. Massive.
Yeah, nice. I love snakes.
I think the only snake, let's say non-venomous snake, that is larger is the anaconda.
Yes.
And then you obviously have the two, the green and the brown anaconda. But the African rock python, I think, is like the third largest non-venomous snake. Wow. We do have stuff like king cobras and black mambas. which gets
Is the
super
Black
long.
Mamba? Is the
Dude,
Black
Mambas
Mamba South
they're
African?
not the thickest, but they're long. They're like
Yeah,
really
yeah.
long. Yeah, we don't
I
screw with
thought
those.
them.
Black
Yeah, I
Mambas are
thought,
scary, mate.
yeah. Oh god, yeah. I thought the Mamba was like Australian.
No, it's South African.
South African. Fair.
South African snake.
No.
Yeah, we have the
You and
green
any-
and the black Mamba. And
Okay.
it's not this. It's not the color of the outside of the snake that it refers to the naming of the black mamba. It's if it opens up its mouth, the inside of its mouth is pitch black.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
also known as the coffin mouth.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
How interesting. You
Yes.
see, you learn stuff new every day.
Every day, my friend. Every day.
You in any trades at the moment?
No. I was just explaining that before you arrived, that I wanted to see what London was going to do before I got into a trade. I wasn't all too happy with GU's movement. Not taking the highs of last week Friday when it had the opportunity during Tokyo. And the reaction that it had here on yesterday's, the most recent reaction point when last week Friday over here, which started moving volumetrically up. When it came down, I just didn't quite like these two candles specifically. This candle and this indecision candle over here just didn't scream I want to run. So if I had taken one, it would have been on that candle as an example. That would have been an entry point. But I didn't like it, so I said I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for London to open up, and I'm gonna wait for London to show me what it wants to do. EU, on the other hand, was giving me all sorts of I want to go. However, I decided on the same thing. I'm not going to enter on EU trades as yet. I'm going to wait for EU to show me what it wants to do during London session. More participants, more volume. It just as easily could have turned from this area over here, seeing as we already took the high of last week Friday. We started pushing lower, but we didn't break a new low. We didn't push lower on the low of Friday. So my expectation for EU is to start pushing higher. I expect us to push higher today, but I want to see where's a nice turning point on EU. Like I said, GU, I'm a little on the fence with. I'm not entirely sure where I want to see price go to. We have this area over here where price attempted to go to last week Friday and then reacted off of. If I just remove that. And the same with GU's bottom section. It does look like it wants to push a little bit lower. Purely with the fact that it had this top that was created, it was tested once, and then not tested again, and price started pushing lower. And then this reaction here, these three strong candles out of just before London, is giving me the idea that we potentially are going to try and break through this. However, this reaction here, this candle over here is showing it's not a lower swing, it is a higher swing. And this point over here is higher than this previous swing point down here. So it's already broken this swing point and closed above, but didn't have any follow through. So I want to see how this section here reacts now. If we're going to have potentially a turn, not break this high over here, and then start showing the potential to push lower, then I might get in. However, if it does decide to carry on higher, it needs to break this point over here first to show that it wants to come and test this. So it needs to break above, push a little bit back, not sweep this low down here, and then start pushing higher. So as it stands right now, I am more inclined to the idea of us pushing lower, purely because of this high point over here that was tested there, and then volumetrically started pushing lower. And we've been making lower high, lower high, lower low, lower high. Well, this is technically a higher high in relation to that high over there. Slightly higher low. So I'm just waiting for GU to show me what it wants to do. I don't know how you feel about it, but me, I'm on the fence with GU.
Yeah, GU I'm on the fence with. Gold. Gold's sort of doing, I don't know, meh. So we got GU here. It is looking really flat. EU is looking like it could want to continue that push up, but we're wicking a little bit. Now, depending on how we close on the 15, I'd love to see a pullback continuation. However, like on a 15-minute rally-based rally, yeah. I think that looks really nice with a 15-minute close. But for me, I think I'd like to see a break close confidently here above this level.
We're currently testing the price action of the 17th right now. So 2 weeks ago's price action is being tested right now on EU. So there is a potential price can potentially push higher than the 1624.
Yeah.
And then go higher.
If we can break and close above this here on the 15, a pullback continuation to the upside would be really nice. Gold. Gold looks okay, but it's not really doing anything. On the 4 hour, we got this sort of, we're coming up to this point here.
I mean, it is bullish, man.
It
is bullish, but it's had a drop,
and it's
from 24 or 42. Let's say it's over 4,000, so I'm just going to say 245. From 245, it dropped all the way down to 215. So that's a $30 per ounce drop. And now it took a lot longer to take back all of that it lost, that 30 pounds or $30.
Yeah, but exactly. Yeah, look at the way it tried to pull back from this candle drop, a 2 candle drop here. You know, look at the candlestick characteristics. Strong bearish, weak bullish. Strong bearish, weak bullish. Strong bearish, weak bullish. So it's not
much longer time frame weak bullish.
Yeah, exactly. It's not off-putting, but it's like, okay, we're struggling.
Yeah, it's. I'm not going to just blindly jump in and say yes. I want to go into buys. I mean,
exactly that.
But it is still bullish. Like overall trend is still bullish. From last week Friday, it's been bullish. We broke out of that consolidation that we had. We had like a few days worth of consolidation where it was constricting down to a point, and then we eventually got the break above, retest, and then continuation higher. So the consolidation of the 27th, which was last week Thursday, we had that break.
Yeah. So I've just entered in on the S&P 500 as well as a swing trade.
What are you doing? Are you buying?
Yes. So you can see that we've come into this pullback. Oh, for God's sake! What this stupid fucking magnet thing?
Yeah, if you wanted to magnetize it towards the first red candle that was there, the wick above it.
Yeah.
Then it will take that whole area basically. Well,
I'll tell you what that'll do.
That'll do.
Yeah, that'll do.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
So just entered in on the S&P 500. Now that's going to be a swing position. So I'm just going to sit on this one. Hopefully we can take highs.
Are you not worried about the fact that we've made a lower high in relation to the previous high swing, let's say, and we've made 2 strong lower lows?
Nope.
Not worried. Okay.
Not even a little bit worried. Well, I am risking $77 on this.
77.
79. Sorry, $79 I'm risking on this.
Oh, okay. So it's very, very, very little.
Yeah, exactly. NAS, again, we came down and wicked the 200 EMA, and now we're slowly heading back up. So hopefully we can get some bullish movement on here. I was $400 up over the weekend but now I'm only $170 up. So paying $27 commission. Or swaps, like swap
15
fees.
on NAS. Jeez.
Yeah, 15, and that's. But I haven't
And
said that's
with one
overnight and that's weekend holding as well.
But isn't holding indices over weekends way more expensive on the swaps than, for argument's sake, holding gold or whatever?
I haven't held gold over the weekend, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's very expensive.
But I mean, $15. That's a lot.
Yeah, that 50. Yeah, that is a lot
on swap. That's a lot.
Yeah,
but you're not paying commission, so
it balances out. It will. It does balance out. Yeah, exactly. US 30. Again, we came back down into this area here. So that was quite nice. Break even and then moving back up. So only $38 up on US 30. Again, miles away from the 200 EMA mind. So I should have entered here. A bit frustrated at myself that I didn't.
Are you on the 5 minute?
Go
to the 5 minute on NAS.
Go to the 5 minute on NASDAQ. So this is NASDAQ on the 5 minute.
You see that drop all the way from the high point, yeah?
Yeah.
That is all Tokyo. All the way down to there.
Yeah. This is all the market open post weekend over Tokyo.
It is the first base drop that where the drop initiates is Tokyo. It's moved more than the entire. What was this? Its movement. I want to not lie to you. Its movement was $276 movement, right? So $276 movement. That is the entirety of Friday.
Mm-hmm.
The whole of Friday. The whole of Friday's move just got wiped out. The whole of Thursday's move got wiped out. It's a larger move than Wednesday, London, and New York combined.
Yes. I'm not surprised that we had that as well, especially given that, everything that happened on Friday with the CMEs and all stuff like that. So I thought we were going to come back anyway. I thought we were going to have some false price come through. But yeah.
But it doesn't concern you, mate. It doesn't worry you.
No. Why would it worry you?
It's so strong, mate. It's strong. If we go onto the daily, we've swept the whole of last week Friday and Thursday combined.
Yeah. Why would it worry me?
Because you're in a swing trade buy.
Yeah, but it's in my plan. I'm following my plan. Why would I be worried?
Oh, okay. No, I just wanted to be sure, mate. To me, I feel like we can go lower.
Yeah, we possibly can, and if that's the case, I'll hit my stop loss.
Do you think we can go lower on NAS?
Possibly. And like I said, if we do, I'll hit my stop loss. That's completely okay, and that's completely okay. And that's what I mean. It's okay to hit your stop loss. Like right now, I've got no problem whatsoever in taking a full stop loss on these trades. However,
fair enough, mate. Fair enough.
If it doesn't hit stop loss, then I'll be in profit. If it does hit the stop loss, then I ain't gonna cry over it. I'm not gonna be sad over it. It is what it is. That's my thought process anyway.
No. I understand that, mate. I understand that. Yeah. I'm just saying, to me, it looks like there is the potential for us to push lower.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, there definitely is potential for this to push lower. 100%.
Where did we test, though?
It's nothing. It's not in my plan to say, William, I think this is going to go lower.
No. I understand, mate. I understand.
But yeah, it definitely could go lower. Dude,
maybe LJ can explain to us why Nasdaq has dropped the amount that it did, because it's quite a drop, mate.
It is, yeah. It's actually no, it's not. The 4 hour isn't actually that big of a drop when you compare it to here, for example. Like when you compare.
Yeah, but that was news. That is a news event that dropped that.
Yeah, true, I suppose.
So you're saying a news event is dropping it more than a regular one, which is expected.
We've got this. That wasn't news.
This was, when was that?
We've also got this candle here. Like Nasdaq does move. You know, we've got these candles down here.
But the reason why I'm saying this is, like, if you see those volumetric large candles going towards the lower side,
fundamentally impacted. Yes, I do agree.
It's usually followed up by multiple downward swinging candles, you know. And if it pushes volumetrically up, it's followed by more bullish candles.
Yeah, true.
Even on the 4 hourly. So that's why I'm saying it's concerning to me. I wouldn't be looking at buys on NAS.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. Well,
but then again, we don't know.
Exactly. That's why I'm not too fussed. Yeah, it may want to mitigate what's happened over London, over Asia.
GU is dropping.
GU's dropping, is it?
Yep. GU is showing.
GU is dropping.
Showing a little bit more. I want to go down.
Yeah, I think GU could drop. If we can break and close under here, I think that would be nice for GU. Also, happy 1st of December, by the way, mate.
Say again?
I said happy 1st of December, by the way.
Oh, shit, yeah. Dude, last month of the year.
Yeah, it is the 1st of December.
Well, it's technically the 3rd. Well, it's the 1st. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I was going to say the 1st.
I thought it was the 3rd.
Where do you get 3rd from?
I don't know. Maybe it's because I was looking at November, and I think November started off on... Yeah, November's Monday was the 3rd. So I think I was on the wrong calendar. And anyway, we've got Infinity in this morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Infinity. Bobby Fisher saying good morning yet again. MGN says, looks good, man. This is with respect to your, or regards to, or in reference to, whichever way you want to say it, to your new setup, mate, which looks pretty awesome. Bobby Fisher saying, looks more completed. I like that. It doesn't feel like it is just an empty space anymore. It's got a bit more character now.
Yeah, it does. It's got a bit more soul to it.
Infinity saying today Will's Enviro, or Invo, so I'm assuming environment, looks cool.
Thank you. It does look pretty cool.
Blue definitely more cool indeed. That is true.
Yeah, the blue does look good. I feel like I'm a YouTuber now. Like, you know how you always see YouTubers...
Yeah, like a proper streamer, mate.
Yeah, like a proper streamer now.
Pooley saying, good morning all. How was Poker Night? Dude, Poker Night was legit, mate. As always, if you're not in it, you're an idiot.
Yeah, dude, it was super fun. We had so much fun Friday.
Yeah, we had Alex only FX in with us. We had LJ. We had this guy above. We had me. We had Evan. And we had MGN. So, just you missing, mate. Oh, and we had Jordan. Jordan from the Apex Brotherhood as well. He also joined us, which was also good fun. We had two firsts on the same night.
Our crypto trader, Jordan, he was in, so that was a lot of fun.
We've got In the Wild saying, Happy December. Happy December to you as well, my friend. It's bound to be an interesting one.
I'll tell you what I'm
going
to do. It is December at the end of the day. So,
yeah.
It's time to get into the Christmas spirit. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, nice. We got some cool drops coming on to GU now.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit better now. Pooley saying the DAX is going short, so be careful with your long, William Davis.
Dax is Euro. Dax is European, though, not American.
Sigma FX saying, all right, guys, liking the new background setup. Happy Monday. Nice.
Thank you. I'm glad you guys are liking it.
Pooley saying, good turnout then. Looking forward to this Friday. Yep. Pooley saying, correlation. So
okay.
Correlating DAX with NAS and...
Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting, man. I appreciate that. I'll see. I'm just gonna see it. If it just holds for way too long over the next couple of days, currently where it's at, and I start paying more dollars in swaps than it's worth, I'll just close it.
Yeah. No, I still think that you're right in following your plan, mate, because that is what got you to where you are today.
Yeah, exactly.
Following your plan. Yeah. But like I said, just I've put my cautionary tale out there, you know. Just do keep in mind. That's all. Wasn't trying to invalidate your.
No, of course, you wouldn't be able to anyway. Yeah, no, but no, I appreciate the input, and I likewise with you guys. You know, I appreciate you guys helping out on that. But like I said, you know, it's plan following for me. You know, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I've had enough experience. Yeah, it is what it is. I've had enough experience being wrong. You know. Right, guys. Can I have a bit of silence in the courtroom here?
Why don't you just go ahead and play Jingle Bells, mate?
Copyrighting that, innit?
We don't care. We're not monetized.
Oh, that's a fair point.
Can't copy, strike, claim something that is not being monetized.
Being monetized.
Not making money off of it.
Point. Shall I see if I can find? I don't know how I'd find a downloadable file for Jingle Bells though.
And plus, I think Jingle Bells is in the public domain, mate.
Is it?
I believe so. Who owns it?
I mean, fair point.
I mean, every movie that sings Jingle Bells, like carolers going around town singing Jingle Bells.
Either it's in the public domain or someone is getting fucking filthy rich.
Got it. Bobby Fisher, Rich, did you draw those in your background? Did I draw what in my background? Oh, these. The paintings or whatnot. No. That's my wife. She drew these. This is her creations. So you've got this mandala lion. On the other side, you have a very beautiful koi, which is one of my favorite ones that she's made. Beautiful colors, and then there's more towards the other. That side. My thumb is obscured by the camera. There's more. No, it's my wife. She's a really talented artist. So that's all of her stuff. Yeah. She has a bunch more upstairs. Her mom as well. Her mom is also an artist. So they also have crazy cool paintings. Very crazy. So they paint from anything from watercolors to oil to acrylic. She's done a few paintings with coffee as well. So some really pretty coffee ones. Now this is one of our favorite ones because she did this by hand, and it is so symmetrical. It's ridiculous. So it's you can cut a line through here, and it's almost like it's copy pasted, and she did it all by eye. So. Pooley saying, live by your plan, don't live by your fear. This could go 200 points together or higher. What the hell, mate? Why am I reading and not speaking properly? What the fuck knows, really? Who the fuck knows, really? Pooley saying, too early, mate. It is in the public domain, yeah, says MGN. So yeah, you can
Christmas
pop Jingle Bells on stream, mate, and no one's gonna bother us.
Yeah, exactly. No, Pooley, dude, I totally agree. I hate getting there like too early. I hate listening to Christmas songs too early, decorations too early. The 1st of December, it's December, it's Christmas month. I'll allow it. It's like with Halloween. October the 1st, you can start putting like Halloween decorations up and getting ready for Halloween and stuff like that. December the 1st is Christmas time. When else are you going to start celebrating Christmas unless you're, 24th, 25th or so? Nah, you get into the spirit of it now from December onwards, I think.
Pooley asking, has Alex ever had her own show, Rich? They look great. No, she hasn't. However, that is a great idea. I may just ask her to start her own YouTube channel where she is painting or drawing, and then she gets her mom in. She's busy, or now, recently, she loves working with her hands as well, so she's been doing wood carving as well. So she's been carving some really, really cool things. And also, she's been, I don't know what you call this kind of art, but you basically have like strands of paper that you put upright, and then you make forms and letters and stuff like that. You make little like flowers and stuff like that with it standing up, and then you paste, or not paste, but like you glue that onto a canvas, and then it's a 3-dimensional picture. She's been doing that now recently. I don't know what you call it.
Sure. But that's one it sounds super cool though, mate.
She did one with her name. Her mom made one with her name. She made one with my name. It looks awesome, mate. Looks really cool. That she is. She has way, way many more talents than I do. I'm just the face, mate.
Yeah. When you get to create like a time lapse TikTok channel, or like a time lapse YouTube video.
Yeah, can do something like that.
Yeah, people seem to love that sort of stuff.
Yeah, when it comes to art stuff, I think like the TikTok things or Instagram stuff might be a little bit more interesting to people, because I don't think, let's rather say this, the long form of doing artsy things is usually, there's only select people that really enjoy the long form content of art things. So you starting a design from the get-go and then working kind of like your way through it.
Yeah, people will get bored, I think, and that's why it's good to have a time lapse.
Yeah, because that's why I said for TikTok or Instagram or something like that, that makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah.
Lockie coming in saying, hope your weekend away was good at Pooley. Was it good?
Oh, yeah, yeah, of course. Pooley, the humbug himself. You had a bit of a weekend away.
Was it the best 30 seconds of your life, Pooley?
We all know it wasn't the best anything of his. Oh, Pooley. Also, guys, what do you think of this? Hang on. Oh, yeah. Look at the background. I've just changed it.
Okay. Looks good.
Again, you got to get into that Christmas spirit now, guys.
By the way, are we doing a Christmas stream? Are we doing something special?
Maybe on Christmas Day.
No, not Christmas Day, obviously. Nobody's streaming on Christmas Day.
Like Christmas Eve morning, maybe? Do you want to do like a Christmas Eve
morning? The 24th.
Christmas Eve morrow.
In the morrow.
In the mono.
Pooley saying, LJ, great, mate, thanks. We had a traitor's theme.
Oh, nice.
And a Barstwarts voted me out. Meaning bastards. Voted me out first. Didn't even make the first breakfast alive.
Oh, dude, unlucky.
R.I.P. Pooley.
Oh, Pooley, man. Unlucky, bro. But you gotta ask, were you a traitor or were you...
It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter if he was a traitor or if he was part of the community or whatever. He got voted out because he's Pooley.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if he was just like part of the community, like the normals,
they didn't even take
plays like a traitor.
They didn't even look at him and like, oh, he could be a faithful. They just like, Pooley in it.
No, it's just like, nah.
Was it Pooley and Mrs. Pooley with other people, or was it like Pooley and kids and Mrs. Pooley? He was a faithful. Then it definitely was just because Pooley's Pooley in it.
So I know that there's like many versions of this. Like you can play like townsfolk / werewolves, townsfolk / vampires, faithful / traitors, all of that. There's a mafia version as well, where it's like they're all, but it's the same concept, right? It's all there's a handful of the traitors, there's more of the faithful, and the traitors are trying to kill the faithful, and the faithful are trying to vote out the traitors, right? Yeah, so it's the same concept then.
Oh, no way, this is pretty cool. So it's 5 couples. Mrs. Pooley was Claudia and organized it. Great idea from here. That's pretty cool, man.
How many liters of baby oil did it make it through?
That was kind of funny.
So Pooley, how many
Yeah,
liters of
Pooley, come on.
Was it a white party? Is that what it was?
Yeah. Was it a P. Diddy party? Like,
yeah.
Bobby saying,
go
on.
You could do TikTok for getting followers, then create a YouTube channel. I don't know how. Maybe she can explain or show people how to do decorations or any type of art. She probably could do more money than you. Yeah. To be fair.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, 100%.
Definitely. She can out baller me, out make money. I don't know what.
Mrs. Butler is clearly a very talented gal, so I think she could do very well in the artsy online TikTok-y creator industry.
She's way more in demand than I am. Like there's literal companies that have approached her and wanted to do business with her. So
will always be the case. No one wants us rich.
Yeah.
We are leeches in the financial industry. No one wants us. We're just there.
Pooley saying, I had to go to the shop 3 times for peanut butter. Did anybody get their bells jingled? HK, hello, good morning, happy Monday, good morning, HK. How are you how are you this morning, my friend? Is what I'm trying to say. Jeez, what the hell's going on with my mouth?
You got it. It's all good, bro.
LJ laughing, Bobby Fischer laughing. Everybody's laughing, and it's a good old fun time. I'm gonna go cut my hair after the stream, mate. I wanted to go and do it on Friday, but I was lazy, so washed it this morning. So it's ready to be. Yeah,
nice, man. I can't be bothered to cut mine right now. It's looking okay. I did a little bit of something with it this morning, so like it's holding, it's styled. But the length is okay. I want to grow it at the back. I do need to like chop some layers off the top though, because when I just jump out of the shower, it's very heavy and it just. But I don't know. Like right now, it's looking okay. I could probably go another month or 2, and then
my hair grows really quickly, mate. So I'm gonna have to. do something.
Mine will grow quick, but not that quick, you know.
I don't want to spend a New Year's party with like hair hanging down here. You know. Nah. It's already at that point. Like if it like falls forward, like it goes into my eye.
Mate, I had hair that long one. Mine's like, nowhere near that long.
It's too long now, mate. I need to cut it.
Yeah,
that's why it's all combed back now. Well, combed back with my hands. I just like that's how I comb my hair back.
I do look gold
like
a go.
At the moment.
Do I want to give gold a go? I think I want to give gold. Sorry, not gold. Euro.
A buy.
Maybe not. I don't like.
What are you looking to do there, mate? A buy or a sell?
Oh no, a buy. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't like these wicks, mind.
15-minute. We just made a base. 7 more minutes, and then we'll see whether or not it's followed up by a rally on the 15-minute.
Oh yeah, fair point. Maybe I'll trade your rally-based rally idea on this right now, because we've got the break and close above, we got the pullback. Technically, I should be entering in, but
if you look at the London Open candle on EU, it's that.
What time? Hang on, let me think. What's the time now? It's 10:50, so 8, 9, 10. Okay.
No, the London Open was like your time, 8 o'clock, mate.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just trying to convert that into my MT time.
What's your MT time?
It's 10:50 right now, so it's 10 time. So I need
50. Okay, so it is then just smack bang 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So it's the last red candle before you have that nice big bullish candle. Go 4 more. What? 2 more?
There we go. Yeah. Yes.
That can. Okay. So if you take that box of yours and you reduce it down to that candle open, or just bring up a new box, just on that, then you'll see that we've basically just wicked into it and is starting to attempt to push higher. But I think we need to see whether or not this is the start of a new drop-based drop first on the 5-minute, because on the 15-minute we have a base, but we still have 5 minutes before it closes.
Yeah.
So it could close as a rally candle, or it could close as another drop candle. Then it's not a base. Then we've initiated a downward trend. But on the 5 minutes so far, it does look like it's going to potentially close as a bearish candle.
Yeah. Yeah, look at the wicks.
Okay, it's just closed now.
1 wick, 2 wick, 3 wick,
indecision
4
candle.
wicks to the upside in the 5-minute time frame.
Yeah.
What are we looking at?
So it's rally. There's some base candles here, and then rallies. Not very happy with these like massive wicks up there. Push lower, big wick down here, but it is still above the EMA, so it's still printing higher highs, higher lows. Even this wick down here was higher than the previous one. So, but I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of this big candle right when it's supposed to be making a follow-up bullish candle, and it's not. So there is the potential that it's going to start dropping now and come and retest this. Potentially retest down here if it has follow through.
Yeah. That makes sense.
GU is looking really good for sells, mate.
I haven't looked at GU since, actually. Let me have a look at GU real quick. Yeah. It does. It looks pretty okay, doesn't it?
Drop, a base candle, and then a potential drop. Oh, but it's so close to this area down here.
I know. But it literally that. And like the close wasn't as confident as I would have liked it to. Although we did put in the lower low here. We got this big low that broke, pull back, wicking up in this imbalance zone here, break and close under this level here, showing confirmation to the downside, broke and close below this low, pull back into this imbalance here. I think if we can get a break and close below here, I think I'd enter in on a sell.
On GU?
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'd have to see us break and close below this level. Or would I want to enter here? You know what? I'm going to enter one lot here.
Excuse me.
Where we're currently at. So I'm only risking $251. Yeah, I quite like that. Yeah, I think I like this. Maybe we can give one more go a little bit higher. Maybe we can try and come up here one more time.
Yeah, I've entered for a 1-to-1 sell on GU. Risking 0.25, trying to make slightly more than 0.25. Yeah, I'm just literally aiming for the low point here.
Yeah, fair, nice.
Not that I'm too confident in it, but purely because we have.
If we hit your TP and if we close under your TP, then I think I'll actually look at scaling into an order. And hold that door. Guys, don't forget as well, make sure that you smash the like button on the video. In fact, I don't actually know how many likes we got right now.
We'll see. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, I think you got a nice order there, mate.
Say again.
I think that looks good. You got a nice trade.
I think maybe I need to have my stop loss just above here. And then still go for a 1-to-1. So that's 17. So there. Let's give it a bit more breathing space.
Yeah, nice.
Risk
we got 4 likes.
10%.
We got 4 likes, guys, and over 10 of you watching at the moment. So a slow start to the Monday. I'm guessing everyone's still in bed and having a lazy morning. So make sure you smash out that like button. Let's get over 10 likes on this video. So guys, do not forget to smash the like button.
LJ saying Euro GBP was a ripper this morning. And then HK saying US JPY. Dude, it looks like this is going to be a losing trade, mate. It is reacting bullishly when it's supposed to be reacting bearishly. That is not good.
No, that's not what we want to see. That's not what we want to see.
Not good.
I still don't hate it though. No.
Say 19.
Like I said, I think we can test this high one more time, or like this imbalance. Like maybe not the high, the wick high, but I think we can test it one more time before. if we're moving down.
We'll just let it be.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be.
3201. Leave it to do its thing. Exactly EU is looking nice for buys.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I can't decide on EU whether we want to go up or down.
I mean, we took the highs of Tokyo. We attempted to push lower. We pushed back into the small little area of interest down here. And now we're slowly reacting. It might be a slow push up, but it doesn't look bad.
Yeah,
like LJ was saying, EG was a ripper this morning. So if we go to EUGBP, we're seeing the euro picking up quite a bit. So it means that there's quite the divide between the euro and the pound. So strengthening the euro, weakness in the pound.
Mm-hmm.
Potential. Yeah, this looks really good. Yeah, I like that. So there is the potential for us to push higher. It is slow momentum though. What does the indices look like? Let's look at the DXY. Oh, the DXY is selling off. S&P 500.
The S&P is just consolidating at the moment by the seams of it on the 4-hour.
And then NAS is doing the same thing as the S&P.
Yeah, but the NAS and the S&P are very similar in my eyes.
Let's look at UJ. HK asked for that. Yeah, HK asked. We started pushing lower from last week Friday. Yeah, we're overall bearish. Let's look at the 15-minute. Area down here. Slowing down. Do we have another area to test recently? So how did we react on this? So it's this area. This was the 19th. What do we have on the 19th?
I've just been tagged into my second GU sell.
I got knocked out.
Yeah, fair. I was gonna say you would have.
So,
depending on how this candle closes will depend on whether I hold this or not, because this is actually looking quite bullish.
Yeah. It's weird, mate. Fucking hell. Why is it acting the way that it's doing? It's taking the low of one session and then it like wicks above and then, yeah.
Thing is, what I can do is, if I want to, I can use
I think UJ is bearish.
My indices as mitigation, if that makes sense. I can use my indices and close out and use that as collateral against my GU. So technically, right now, I'm still up. So what I can do is I can analyze my indices, and if I'm looking at my indices thinking, oh, okay, actually, I don't know if this is going to pass, like this, if this moves like sideways for the remainder, like this may show very bearish strength instead of bullish strength. I can just think, oh, screw it, I'm going to close all positions for what I would call a BE, even if it's net profit of $60 odd.
Yeah, that means I'm down to $7 in profit in this account, which is a bit annoying. because it's win, loss, win, loss, win, 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 loss. It's a bit annoying.
Frustration, mate, is guaranteed in trading.
No, I'm not frustrated. It's just, it is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, yeah, it is what it is, mate. Dude, I can hear the rain outside my office right now. It is battering down against the window.
6.5 at that. Wow. Dude, like I said, GU has been such an asshole to me recently.
Yeah. Yes, yeah, same. That's why I haven't really traded GU and EU. They've all just been a bit meh.
Yeah, they're being a dick, mate.
Yeah, they've been a bit crap.
I mean, we have this area over here on NAS that we can come and test. We have a nice area up over here potentially to come and test as well. And then this is, if we want to push lower, this is the most intermediate area to test. We do have a attempt to break and then push higher. What is the fib on this? Let's take the full move from the top down to here. Okay, so that is in the 0.5. Let's take this initial move over here. That is where we are right now. Little bit indecisive, mate. I think with the way that I'm looking at NAS now, there is the potential for it to start turning higher now. But it's got so much that it needs to break.
Yeah.
It needs to break these before it even remotely comes close to the high point up over here. So it's got all of this here to have to break. So like push through and then just continue higher. And any one of these areas here can be a potential reversal point.
I'm trying to work out with GU, man. It's
Oh, I didn't even see this, mate.
crazy.
I didn't even see this.
What's that now?
The swing point over here, almost an equal high, and it's about to test it again.
What's that on NAS?
NAS.
Right. Yeah, we've had this change of structure, you know, in GU now, so nah, it's not looking as good as I want it to be. So I'll probably look at getting out of GU now. So if you check GU on the 5, I'll show you what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I'm on the 5.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, we've got that area now where we've broken this wick high and closed above it. To me, it's not necessarily invalidation, but it's not what we want to see. It's a bummer. So I'm just going to wait and then potentially look at getting out at break even.
Yeah, this is annoying, mate. GU has been pissing me off recently. Just
yeah,
it's like really, really good days, and then it's just followed up by absolute dog crap. Where EU has been running a lot better for me.
Yeah, see, I find I've been struggling with EU as well, mate. I've been struggling with the both of them. I love GU, and GU usually plays really nice with me, but at the moment, I don't know. GU and EU have been tricky. That's why I said your gold for me is I've had zero problems. Okay, no, I've taken losses, of course, but you know, watching gold has been really nice. It's been just clear as day. So
what do you think gold's going to do today?
I I really don't know. It, like I said, it is bullish, but it's just barely bullish. You know, I'd like to see it break and close above, but I'm waiting on to see what happens here. You know, overall trend right now is clearly bullish. I would love to see some bullish movement. If we can break and close above on the bullish, on the current high on gold, I think that'd be nice. And we've pulled into this area, which is quite nice to see. If we can get a break above, it helped identify some form of trend, I think. Indices are going up, but they're bloody slow. GU is just being a pain in the bum. Pain in the bum all. I really can't tell what it wants to do. I did move my stops up to break even, but then I thought, oh, I'm at the charts. I was like, why am I going to move my stops to break even? I can just watch them.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. Like, GU has been a fucking arsehole like this last few weeks for me.
Yeah, same to be fair.
But then again, I don't know why I'm even still looking at GU.
I would say, if it's been bad, why are you trading it?
Still? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know why I'm bothering with it.
Self-torture.
Yeah, it's just like me. I don't know. Fucking whatever. Bobby Fisher saying, agree, Rich. Yeah, no, just GU has been such a twat. It's like, why don't you just die? Just plummet. Just start plummeting. Show us that you're over. We don't have to look at you anymore.
Jeez, man, that's my home currency you're talking about.
And
literally.
Do you honestly think I care about your opinion about the pound? I don't. I'm just joking, man. No, it's just I'm a bit frustrated with the way that it's been moving recently. It's just it's annoying, man. Because it's one of the core ones.
Don't forget though, you like listen. Don't, oh mate, look at that. Yeah, I've just taken out on gold. Screw that.
Now watch. Now watch.
Yeah, you watch it. It'll plummet.
GU is now going to show, oh, I want to start going up. And then you're going to be like, okay, cool. Let me take a buy. Let me wait for it to come down a little bit and show it. Once you start moving bullishly again, then I'll take a buy. Take a buy and immediately just plummets through.
Yeah, 100%.
Why? Because fucking who knows? Why? Let's just screw people over.
This will sell off. This will sell off now. I can almost guarantee it.
I take it out twice off my watch list last week. Yeah. Screw pound, mate.
Dude, I don't blame you. Yeah, man, I know. I really don't blame you. I agree, Rich. HK, I want to pass my account before 2026. Coming correctly right now, I am in 6% drawdown. Oof, dude, you got... What? Yeah, in the Wilds trade saying, HK, what's your target percentage to pass? Well, even if it's 2%, that's still, you got to make 8% in a month. I mean, it's doable. What is your average return in a month, man? Don't forget, like, why are you putting pressure on yourself to pass by 26? Yeah, let me know your thoughts on like why are you putting pressure on yourself to pass? Is there a reason? Okay, it's a 20k. So it's the fivers. So Phase 1 or phase 2? Phase 2 is 5%. Phase 1 is 8%.
Yeah, but it depends. Is it a high stakes 20k?
Oh, true,
is it
yeah.
Is it a 20k bootcamp?
Let's assume it's a 20k high stakes. Let's assume it's
It has
8%.
to be, yeah. Because if it was 6% in drawdown, if it was a bootcamp, you would have lost the account already.
Yeah, exactly. So high stakes. So just be careful, HK, you know, when trying to put that much pressure on yourself. Dude, I'm not yet out of the woods. You know, I'm not yet out of break even on this account. And it's been September I started earning it back. So September I was in 7% drawdown. And since September to now, I'm only 1.7% away from getting back into break even. So, dude, don't put too much pressure on yourself. A bit like LJ said here, I'd say just get as close as you can going into Christmas, and then you'll be in a good stead for the new year. Literally that. Just follow your plan, and it'll take as long as it takes. You know, don't force yourself. We all like, you know, I'd like to be in profit by 2026, but I may not be. I may still be in drawdown. You know, this month. In fact, let me have a look for November. So November for me was a really slow month. So 1st of November until 30th of November. $101. I made $101 in November. You know, I would have liked to have made 1 to 2%. Ideally, that's my goal. That's what I like to achieve. I haven't done it, you know, but I'm not going to be like, oh my god, now I need to make 2 to 3% this month in December to make sure that I can mitigate, you know, last month's slow period. If I was to do that, potentially I'd take trades that are outside of my plan, and I'd end up forcing trades, and it would just get really ugly. So don't force trades that potentially aren't there, and don't give yourself too much of a time scale for pressure. Right now, I'm in minus $196 for the month of December. Again, it's only the start of December. I'm in the swing trade here. End of November, I took this, but it will count and come under December trading. I was just checking GU. Oh, disgusting. But yeah, so we just got to take our time, man. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. How long have you had the account for as well, by the way? Frustrating.
Yeah, dude, today's frustrating, mate.
It's Monday.
I am frustrated, like really frustrated.
It's just, like I said, though, it's just Monday, man. Like, that's why I hate Monday trading. I don't mind doing, like, analysis on a Monday, but I hate actually trading on a Monday. Just because you never get what you want to get out of the markets.
Dude, it would have been fine if I slept well. It would have been fine if I wasn't annoyed with the fucking mosquito bites and stuff like that. It's just, there's this annoyance.
Like I'm living in. It's always little things. It's like death by 1,000 cuts. You know, it's just those small chipping away, slowly but surely, chipping and chipping and chipping, and eventually, you know, like so many little things annoy you to the point where something minor happens that you wouldn't actually care about, and it tilts you.
I mean, Pound doesn't know what it wants to do at all.
No, it doesn't. It really, really doesn't. Because now it's, well, it seems a bit trying to sell off. Oh dear. EU looks stunning for buys. I just really don't like these wicks above. Also, how much is a high stakes account? If it's cheap, it may be worth buying a new one. Why waste so much time clawing back when you could be working on a new one? That's very true. That is very, very true. If I was in 7% drawdown on a phase 1 and I knew that I could quite comfortably afford another account, I'd just buy another account. If I'm being dead honest, I'd keep the account you're trading with now, but I'd put it on a trade copier, and I'd have the new account as a master account, because if you think about it, by the time you've gotten back to break even on a phase 1, you'd be 1% off or 2% off passing phase 1 on a new account, and then you've got to go get another 8%. So yeah, you got to get 12% before you even consider passing phase 1. So it's a tricky one. The only reason I kept this account going is because it's funded. It's a past funded account, and you got the certificate here. So it is a past account. And that's the only reason I've kept it from 7% up. Otherwise, I would have just replaced it. HK, thanks for your advice. Now I'm leaving as I have some work. See you all in the Fiverr stream. Lots of love from India. See you later, HK. See you, bro. Have fantastic work, and we'll see you in the Fiverr session. Cobus, what's good, Cobus? How you doing, mate? My house has an AVR roof, and we have no ceiling yet, so the storms last night kept me awake. Yeah, fair, mate. There's something about, it depends what sort of storm as well, I suppose. If it's absolutely lashing down with rain, it's not too bad. Yeah, I quite like it. I love to listen to the rain. But if it
doesn't sound good on IBR, mate.
Yeah, fair. I was going to say, not only that, if you got wind, super heavy rain, you got gusts, and yeah, fair. I can understand that. That makes sense. That would
like anywhere. It's like rocks hitting a steel plate, or like a very thin steel plate. It's loud.
Yeah, exactly. So that would keep me awake as well, to be fair. So,
and we've had hail. We've had quite a bit of hail as well. So,
really?
Yeah. So that makes it extra loud.
Yeah, it always sucks as well when you can't sleep. That sucks. I hate not being able to sleep. Nothing worse. Do you think if you can try and bring an account from 7% drawdown back to equity, it's following a sunk cost fallacy on prop account? Really interesting. But it depends what account. If it's a phase 1. Yeah, probably.
You will probably always have the sunk cost fallacy, because the sunk cost fallacy is the idea that you've spent money on a thing that you give value to.
Yeah.
So you'll probably have it for every account, regardless of the amount, because you give a higher percentage of what's the word? You give a higher value. Even if it's like $100 or $500, you will make that $100 seem like it's way much more than you've actually invested. You'll give more value to that $100 and as if it is $500.
Yeah. Yeah, true. I don't know, it all depends, mate. It depends on your financial situation. If you not necessarily can't afford to replace the account, because if you can't afford to replace the account, why buy it in the first place? But if you don't want to have to replace that account, and that it's good to practice discipline. So
yeah,
but on the phase 1, 7% drawdown.
I mean, are you going to keep replacing your account every time you just go into drawdown? Are you just going to be like, well, screw this, I'm just going to go and buy a new account? Are you not falling into the trap of saying, I've got money, this doesn't really matter if I go into drawdown,
I don't think I wouldn't get rid of the account. I would replace it though. I think if I was in 7% drawdown phase 1, I'd buy a new account, have that as my master account, trade that properly, put the drawdown account as a slave.
Okay, but consider this. Consider this then. You're in drawdown. What has led to you being in drawdown? Buying a new account, it's not going to make any difference.
No, the only thing it does make a difference on is by the time you get out of drawdown, you could have passed an account.
No, fair. But what I'm referring to is the fact that you have drawdown, all right? You went into drawdown. So there's a reason why you go into drawdown. Whether it is the market cycle is just not in line with what it is that you are trying to get from it, or your trading strategy, or your psychology, and all of that stuff is just not aligned. So you're going into drawdown with an account. You're 6% into drawdown. You're basically 4% away. You need to go and have a look at what it is that's going wrong in your trading, and you buying a new account is not going to remedy that.
No,
in fact, you're going to add. Let's say you buy another 100k account. Let's say you had a 100k account, and now you're trying to, I don't know, do it with a 20k or a 60k or something. That's yet again more dollars that you're putting into something, with the hope that this account is going to go straight into profits. Where I would say, if you have that account that's 6% into drawdown, I would take a step back and go and look at what is it that's going on. Are you really following your plan as you should? If you are really following your plan as you should, and you have the evidence that can back that, then you can go and say, okay, maybe it's the cycle of the market that's just not in line. Or there's an outside factor. Maybe I'm rushed, or I'm, whatever the reason might be, you can actually go and have a look at that then. Yeah. Buying a new account is not going to remedy any of that, because you're going to get into the cycle of, don't worry, every time I'm in drawdown, I'll just buy another account, hoping that this account I can, go straight into profits.
It doesn't teach
that's where I'm feeling like it doesn't help. It doesn't help just buying a new account, because psychologically you're still caught up on the fact that that other account that you had was 6% down. But now on top of that, you're that account's evaluation price plus the new account's evaluation price down. And that's where that sunken cost fallacy comes in as well. You're putting more and more money into something that's not netting you any reward. So that's going to psychologically impact you as well. So you have to step back. You have to step away from those accounts and look at it holistically and kind of like figure out what is going wrong. And if it's my strategy, I may as well just stop trading for that time frame. No new account with 6% more equity is going to change my mental state.
True.
That's what I'm thinking there. It's like
it's a tricky one. I think it's a very individual thing. I fully agree with Rich, but then like some of the guys in chat, I'm thinking, I kind of agree with you guys. I see what you're saying. Sometimes it's just a matter of, that sunken cost fallacy, as you were mentioning. But I don't know. It all depends on so many different things, because, like Rich said, you're still 7% down. You when you buy a new account, you're still 7% down. You can't avoid it. You can't bury your head in the sand and run from being 7% down.
It's like Sigma is saying, it's not so much the cost/benefit of starting again, it's the value that comes from facing the challenges that got you -7% and the value of recovery. The steady progress, the consistency, you can't buy that. And
no,
I
exactly.
100% agree with this specifically. Like I said, I just don't think that buying a new account is the answer, because the only thing that it does is it takes whatever was the problem and sweeps it under the rug. You're just putting a pretty thing over it and saying, well, at least I don't have to look at it. But the reality of the matter is still there.
Yeah, I like this one in the wild street as well. Depends where you are on your journey. Later on, it helps to not care that much. Time is money. I do kind of agree with this as well. We were speaking to only Alex FX, and he was mentioning, it's pass or fail. So he'll pass an account, but because time is money, he's not going to sit there for months and months and months in a phased account when he's not earning money. So for him, he gets the account passed, he earns money, bosh, Bob's your uncle. And if he doesn't pass the account, he blows the account, boom, he starts again. So like you said, it depends where you are on your journey, but you can't buy experience. That's the one thing you can't buy. Money cannot buy, no matter how much money you have, you cannot buy time and experience in the market. And that is also kind of why I did why I'm doing what I'm doing on stream in front of you guys. Is I was in 7% drawdown. I've clawed it all back, or nearly all of it all back, just to prove and show you guys, yeah, look guys, this is doable. It can be done, and I am currently doing it. So stick to the plan and stick to your rules and just work out what works for you. LJ saying, gotta jump over to the stream now, lads. Ciao. Same here, guys. We're done. It's 9:30. That is us for the morning session. If you want to continue to watch traders stream, there are some fantastic traders over on the Fivers, including myself and Rich will be joining on the Fivers stream at 11:30 UK time. And going to sign off with Sigma FX saying, I'm off to the airport, back home to cold. Catch up later in the week. The to-do list I wrote is massive, so busy until the new year. Have fun, have a safe flight, and welcome back to the rainy, cold UK. Rich, what do you got for us?
Not much, mate. Markets are not providing me with anything that is filling me with confidence at the moment. Euro is still pushing higher, but it is starting to show a little bit more decline. Pound, I could care less about at the moment. Pound is just is a nothing burger for me at the moment. It's really not showing me anything that's screaming confidence. So I'm going to step away from the market immediately after the stream. I'm going to go and cut my hair, maybe have something to eat, and then be ready for the Fiverr stream. So yeah, guys, thank you for those who did pitch up today that was in chat with us. We really do appreciate it. It is Monday. It's a bit of a slow one. So yeah, if you haven't already, drop us a like, drop us a subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow, if not this afternoon. Cheers.